Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
We're here today at Peace Love Pets Veterinary Care. It's an animal hospital for small animals only, dogs and cats. People say hyperbaric medicine. What is that? And what it means is it's giving oxygen as a medication under pressure. So when we put oxygen under pressure, the cool thing is that oxygen actually dissolves into tissues and brings 100% oxygen to all of your tissues, much more than you could get just by regular breathing air or 100% oxygen. What we find it most useful for in veterinary medicine is absolutely wound healing, very deep skin infections, rapidly spreading infections, because it will kill the bacteria very, very quickly. They don't like those high levels of oxygen. First of all, it's not used alone. It's not meant to be a single treatment for very many things, except it can be for several things like head trauma, or a stroke, because what it does is bring oxygen to tissues that don't have blood vessels, that blood vessels are disrupted, or that there's a disruption of any flow or dead tissue.
We were having problems with, he was throwing up constantly, and we went to multiple different vets and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. Someone suggested to come to Dr. Levitan. She had found in an x-ray that he had a blockage.
This is Joe Boxer's x-ray. He swallowed pacifiers.
5 of them.
It looks like 5. It ended up being 12.
After the original surgery, about a year later, he had gotten pancreatitis. He had done the hyperbaric chamber, I believe it was 15 times, and all the swelling and everything decreased, and he's doing much better.
But he's really doing really well.
Hi.
He's doing so good. My dog was very, very sick. He had pancreatitis. It's a brutal 3-week treatment that he was here every day from 8 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. Not just in the hyperbaric, that was part of it, and it was so worth it. I wasn't really nervous because I didn't have time to be nervous. The dog was either gonna die or I had to try something. So, you know, my dogs are my children, so you would do anything like as if it was a child.
There was a wound on his leg. It was about, say about 3 inches long, about 2 inches wide. It looked like a wound that was never going to heal. He had 3 different types of infections that were working against him. Time was his enemy. The hyperbaric helped with the antibiotics into healing the wound. It brought new life to Baron, and he just turned 6, so he's acting more like a puppy nowadays.
Treatment times vary. It depends what we're treating. So for instance, a kitty cat that had a stroke, which was a very tiny stroke where she was unable to use her left front leg, she did very, very well after only 5 treatments. But sometimes they will need as many as 30 treatments to, as you saw with Baron, who had a very severe wound, and also a lot of wound management during that period of time. I would say that his wound healing was cut in more than half the time, and he recovered so well you can't even tell that he had it.
Dr. Levitan, I guess she is a miracle worker.